Hello sweet friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Today I just wanted to show you what I've been up to. I have been working on little envelopes. Remember that I got this tiny basket? I wanted to show you that I placed the stuff that I already made here in the basket. So from my tiny tags to the other tags that I made in the live that we had. Beth from Happy Place Crafting, she invited me over and I worked on these tags, and then I had done these tags in one of my videos and these as well. So the basket is to put those things away. And I have shown you in the previous video as well that I had this template from Deja Vu. Yes, from Deja Vu's. And I wanted to play with it. So I took printed paper within the vintage colors and I traced all of them in a 12 by 12. So just lay them down, print it, fussy cut them. And this is what I ended up having. So let me show you what else I did. Okay. Okay, so this is what happened. I went and first I traced them all and I fussy cut them. Then I grabbed the glue and I put them together. But before I did that, I took my watercolor palette and I did burnt sienna, and I did only a few. As you can see, they got the color of the burnt sienna on top of that. That was the first thing I did, but I didn't do it to all of them, just a few. Okay, so the next thing I did, okay, so how many did I think I did 3. Then the next thing I did was to glue the big flap that folds up, and I put them and glued it together, and I shaped the envelope. So basically you took the fold the 2 flaps, and then this one, a little bit of glue on the edges right there, and that was it. And then when I folded over, it held the whole envelope together. Then I decided that I wanted a different envelope, right? So I've shown you these 6x6 squares parchment paper. I went and took an embossing folder, which it's called Floral. I don't know. This is from the haul as well that I had. This one is from Doris. And I took one of these pieces and I embossed it. And I don't know if you can tell that this is embossed. And I haven't been to Hobby Lobby like in 2 months already, so because I'm always finding my goodies at the thrift store. But it was a sale that my daughter and we went at Hobby Lobby, and the wedding section had a sale going on, so I bought this at the wedding section. And so they're like different flowers with different sizes right there. I think it's the 2 designs that they have. So I decided to take out the dimensional tape that it had in the back and then glued it down in the front. So what I'm talking about, see how the flaps are like this? So I fold it in, and then I put a little bit of glue here at the edge, and then I just fold the flap up, and that will hold the whole envelope in place. So now you have an idea. Okay, so this was just like, this is only a test, basically. That's what I did with that one. And then from there, I decided to take out some stamps because I wanted to distress them a little bit and stamp on them. So because this area is the decorative area that is going to be facing me, because this one is going to be glued down. So the back is not important, which would be the place where you would put the stamp and the name, you know what I'm talking about, you know, where you would do the address and everything. So this part will be the glued down, and this will be facing you, so you can put your little thing in there. So I took this, is my favorite stamp. It has, I guess it looks like a letter or something, but it doesn't even make sense, just a little bit. I got this at a thrift haul, so I used this stamp right here, this one, which is this right there. And this is the one with the writing. So you'll see some of the writing, some of the edges. I put the flap down and I stamped the whole thing. Okay, then I used this one right here, and I placed it on these two. You can see there at the bottom, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Then this was also a stamp from a haul, and I use this tiny little feather right here, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me see, where's my other tiny envelope? I have to look for it. Yeah, it's buried down here, right there. See that? I think he's cute. That was that one. That one. Let's see what else. Okay, this is another stamp that I got on the haul, and I kind of like this one, so I decided to use this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so I'm trying to give you a close-up to make sure that you're able to see everything. And this is what happened when I stamped it, inked it, and I used the vintage photo. Same vintage photo that I inked it with, I use it to stamp all the designs. See that? This is the only one that I left in blank because I wanted to work on it with you guys. See how cute this little envelope is? See that? It has a little bit of the stamping, and then just one little stamp, and that's it. And it's done. Same thing with this one. So look how cute that flower. And then this one. See? And then the stamp on the flap. And that's it. But I'm still working on them because what happened was that I had some left over. Right? So I decided to place it inside the envelope, glue the edge, and leave it like that. So as you can see, the paper is inside the little envelope, but it's got some texture to it. And you know me, I love texture. Same thing with this one. It's in there. So, and all I have to do is just glue it down. And for that, what I do is I don't have to be concerned about gluing the whole thing down, because this idea came after the fact that I already had folded the envelope, you know. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue here on a straight line, and then just pat that in place, and that's it, and it's done. That's it. Very simple. So let me show you. Measure this. Okay, just take my scissor and eyeball it. It doesn't need to go all the way down the envelope. You just want it to stick out a little bit. And it's thin paper, so, and it will stay in place once you put the glue on there. So by doing this, it will give it like a little, I don't know, just a little touch. So let me grab it, move it up, and that's it. And it stays in place. Simple as that. And it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, but it doesn't really matter. It does not really matter. So yeah, I kind of like that. All right, so let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one together. Okay. I want to make sure that it's inked all the way around, because I inked the edges when the envelope was open. So all these little cute edges already been inked. So now what I want to do is just ink it like that, so it starts giving it that, you know, distressed look. Take the same ink pad, and I'm just gonna put a little bit more here and down here, and it's like second stamping. I'm not re-inking. Then that's done. And let me see. I don't think I have this one in. Let me see. This one is a small one. That one. I don't have this one stamped, so let's use that one. Yeah, let's use this one. Same vintage photo. And that's it. That's all I need to do. This already has the little paper in the inside. I don't have to worry about it. But you see how from this plain, see how different it looks now with just a little bit of distress on it? So basically that's it. That's what I did, and I did this today. Right now is 9:30 at night. So yeah, everybody is sleeping except for me. But look at this. I think it's kind of cute. And I keep the scraps for my no-sew journals. So I keep these scraps. I don't throw my little scraps away, especially if they have cute designs like this and they're in the neutrals. Yeah, I keep them. So see how basically I end up doing a project. I don't know if I'm gonna do them all. I could put this other one here, but I'm not sure. I haven't determined that yet. But that's basically what I did today. Some envelopes. Now, I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some cards. Or maybe fold a sheet of paper. Stained it a little bit because I got stained paper, so all I gotta do is just cut it, fold it, and place it in here. And basically it's like having the letter, you know, there already. So yeah, so this part is not important because this is where you're gonna glue it down to your project. See that? I think they came out really cute. They sure did. And then this is a tiny one. These are tiny, but you can actually still put a little cardstock, a tiny one, and kind of ink it all over, and that way you can slide it in, and will make your envelope a little bit more stiff if you don't like them flimsy. But I'm kind of happy with what I did, and I was thinking about doing more, but I'm going to work on the other stencils that I have found that I had for years and never used, and I think it's going to be the first time that I'm using them, but they're different styles, so I want to see how they look, and that way I can store it. But yes, this is what I was up to. All right, my friends, that's all I wanted to share with you. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, leave me a comment, and if you like my content, please share it so that way other people that likes to do, you know, projects like this in variations for vintage, vintage journal, vintage pockets, all types of vintage, all types of creative outlets I try to do because it keeps me out of trouble. Oh, I try not to get in trouble anyways, but yeah. There you go, my friends. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and for always showing up and leaving me comments and liking my videos. Thank you so much, my friends. You take care all. Good night. Bye-bye.